My name is Haruki Kujo. I'm 30 years old. I spend my days diligently completing tasks at work, but I quite like my current job, and am living a fulfilling life.
Oh,
Are you alright?
I'm sorry. Did any water get on you?
She is Ichika Ruri, a beautiful senior who possesses mature charm and beauty that belies her 32 years.
To me, she's like a flower out of my reach.
I'll wipe this up, so please.
I'm really sorry, making you clean up after me.
Don't worry about it. If you got any water on you, you should wipe your clothes first. Senior Ruri, you seem to be spacing out a lot lately. Even during work, there are times when you stop and stare off into space. Compared to your usual cool and efficient self, she is clearly acting differently. Oops. Senpai, it's dangerous to look away like that. Since I just happen to have this rag, please use it. He's Ryusei Tenma, a junior colleague who is 1 year younger and joined the company a year after me. He's a sarcastic guy who often looks down on me, and him spilling coffee on me was probably intentional. I understand you're captivated by Senior Ruri, but please don't try to steal her away. She's the one I'm aiming for. Stop it. It's annoying. And it's rude to talk about someone like they're an object you can take. He's probably irritated that I was talking to Senior Ruri. You're free to be jealous, but you stain my shirt. Pay for the dry cleaning. Huh? You're asking your junior for money? I'm just getting compensation for what you did. By the way, the security camera in the hallway probably caught everything. And if you don't pay up readily, I'll report it to the department head. After I received the dry cleaning fee from Tenma, I continued working overtime to finish my tasks, even after most of the employees had gone home. Then, thinking I'd take a short break, I headed to the break room. Senior? What's wrong?
I'm sorry. Don't mind me.
No, I can't just ignore this. If you'd like, I'll listen. Even if it's something difficult to talk about, just talking to someone can make you feel better. After a few seconds of thought at my words, my senior started speaking in a small voice.
I haven't told many people about this, so please keep it a secret. Actually, I'm a single mother with a daughter, and she's refusing to go to school. I don't know how to deal with her. I feel like I'm failing as a mother for letting my child become a truant. I've been losing confidence lately.
You have a child? Do you know why she stopped going to school? I was a little surprised to learn that Senior Ruri has a child, but it wasn't something to make a fuss about. Besides, the fact that she's keeping it a secret probably means she doesn't want to be questioned, so it's best not to say anything unnecessary.
The thing is, she won't tell me anything no matter how much I ask. Sometimes I see a lonely expression on her face. I'm so worried. I haven't been able to concentrate on work lately. I was just lost in thought looking at my daughter's picture.
So that's why you've been acting strange. Senior Ruri's husband passed away before her daughter was born, and she has raised her daughter alone for 10 years.
Children. And they think about all sorts of things that their parents don't know about.
Actually, I also had an experience with not wanting to go to school when I was in elementary school. It was only for about a month, though. So I understand how your daughter feels about not being able to talk to you.
I see. I had a carefree childhood, so maybe I'm insensitive about these things.
Knowing Senior Ruri's situation makes my heart ache. It must be painful to carry this burden alone. Senior, please let me help you with your daughter.
But I can't trouble you, Kujo, with my family matters.
It's not a trouble. Just think of it as me meddling.
Kujo. Thank you. Then perhaps I'll rely on you just a little.
Of course. So I have a favor to ask right away.
A favor?
Having received Senior Ruri's consent, I decided to take action.
Kujo, hello. Come on, Kanata. Say hello too. Hello?
Hello there. If you're 10, that means you're in 4th grade, right? Yes. The favor I asked Senior Ruri for the other day was to have a chance to talk to her daughter, Kanata. This is my first time meeting Senior Ruri outside of work, but she seems a bit gentler than usual. Kanata, who was nervous at first, warmed up to me quicker than I expected. In fact, while Senior Ruri was in the restroom, Kanata told me this.
I want my mom to be happy, but she's always working so hard by herself, and she always seems so tired. All the other kids in my class go on outings with their families, but my mom is always too tired.
It seems her refusal to go to school stems from feeling inferior after comparing her family situation with her classmates. It was the same reason I stopped going to school. So, I understood how she feels. Hey, Kanata, do you like amusement parks? If you do, how about we go with your mom sometime?
An amusement park? I want to go! But Mom seems busy.
Then, how about we help your mom with her work and chores, so she can take a break?
Okay, I can help, but I wonder if it'll be okay.
I smile reassuringly at Kanata's anxious face. And then...
Hey Mom, I want to go to the amusement park with you and Kujo.
Kanata hesitantly addresses her mother, who has just returned from the restroom.
I'll help you so you don't get tired, so...
I'll support Senior Ruri at work too.
Kanata, Kujo. Yes, let's go. Mom! Yay!
I believe Kanata's problem can be resolved through communication with Senior Ruri. I made the suggestion with that in mind, and I'm relieved that it seems to be working. The following Sunday, we met up again at a nearby amusement park.
A roller coaster! Mom, let's go! Kanata, don't run! You'll bump into someone. Because if we don't hurry, we won't be able to ride everything. Honestly, I'm sorry, Kujo. I'm making you spend your day off looking after my daughter.
No, it was my idea. I'm glad Kanata seems to be having fun.
Yes, I haven't seen Kanata this happy in a long time.
This is the first time I've seen you smile like that too. You look beautiful with such a natural expression.
You're surprisingly good at flirting, Kujo.
What? No, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm just kidding. I feel like I used to be able to smile like this. Time with my daughter makes me happy, but since becoming a single mother, I've been pushing myself too hard.
As we walked around the amusement park, Senior Ruri told me about herself. About how her husband died in a car accident before Kanata was born. How she resolved to give birth and raise her daughter on her own. She told me, her face serious, that she'd do anything to make her daughter happy. Senior Ruri is usually so dependable, but I'm starting to feel like I want to support her. The enjoyable time passed quickly, and before we knew it, it was evening.
Mom! Kujo! Hold hands! Hey, you're making it hard for Kujo to walk.
I'm alright.
We look like a real family.
Kanata's words made me speechless, and while I was at a loss for words...
Oh, is that the department head over there?
Oh yes, it's nice that he's out with his family. Seeing the department head walking hand in hand with his wife, their happy scene made me smile.
I wonder if that's what a happy family is supposed to look like.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Forget I said that. Mom, I've been worried about how my family is different from my friends' families. But today, I realized that I shouldn't worry about that. As long as you're by my side, I'm happy, and if I'm happy, the shape of our family doesn't matter. Kanata. That's right. I'm happy that you're by my side too, Kanata. Thank you for being born. I'm glad. If you're happy, Mom, I'm happy too.
A month passed, and it was December. I started talking more with Senior Ruri at work. Kanata had gradually been able to go back to school, and her conversations with her mother have increased apparently. However, there was one person who didn't approve of my relationship with Senior Ruri. Working overtime again, senpai? I saw on social media recently that people who are bad at their jobs tend to work overtime. You should worry about yourself a little.
I'll excuse myself first. Good work, everyone.
People who work overtime just end up neglecting their families and becoming lousy husbands. You agree with that, right, Senior Ruri?
I don't think so. And I think it's wrong to make such generalizations.
Well, even if you say that, when you actually get married, you want your partner to prioritize their family. And single mothers, they're the worst. They probably had unrealistic expectations about marriage and then got divorced. It's sad for the kids who were raised by mothers who were treated like unwanted baggage by their husbands. Hey, Tenma, enough. Of course, I would never make a woman sad. Unlike Senpai Kujo, I'm a winner who can go home on time. Ignoring my words, Tenma approaches Senior Ruri. Senior Ruri, will you go out with me? I can make you happy.
Well, too bad. I'm a single mother.
Huh? No way. You're joking, right?
Then I'm glad. I'm probably not the kind of woman who fits your values, so a relationship is out of the question.
After saying that, Senior Ruri left the office without even looking at Tenma's face. That Senior Ruri is a single mother? Damn it, she was deceiving me this whole time. Don't say such insensitive things. Everyone's family situation is different, and it's up to them whether they want to tell others about it. Senior Ruri, I'm leaving too. Please wait. Leaving the speechless Tenma behind, I also left the office. I had a lot more I wanted to say to him, but I was more worried about Senior Ruri. Senior Ruri.
Kujo, I'm sorry. I showed you something unsightly. I just got carried away.
Anyone would be angry being spoken to like that. I'm sorry. I should have stepped in.
Why are you apologizing, Kujo? This isn't good. I have to try harder.
You've already been trying so hard. Tenma's the one who was wrong. Senior Ruri didn't have unrealistic dreams about marriage. And you're not unwanted baggage. Kanata told me just the other day how happy she is to have you by her side. It's because you've raised Kanata so well that she feels that way. So you're not a failure at all. You're a wonderful person, Senior Ruri.
Kujo. I really can't compete with you. Thank you. I feel a little better now. There's a year-end party tomorrow. Let's go and have some fun. I'm sure I'll forget all about what he said then.
The next day, Senior Ruri left Kanata with her parents and attended the year-end party. Then, women really need to find a decent guy while they're still in their 20s. You guys better not let your guard down, or you'll be over 30 in no time.
Uh-huh. Do men really prefer women in their 20s?
While speaking vaguely, Tenma was criticizing Senior Ruri out of spite for yesterday. Furthermore, listen up. Senior Ruri, whom you all admire, actually has a kid.
Really?
I didn't know. Before I could stop him, he began to reveal Senior Ruri's secret. She hid the fact that she's used goods, probably trying to snag a guy at work. No one wants someone else's leftovers. And yet she had the nerve to reject me? Acting all high and mighty, who does she think she is? Senpai Kujo was also deceived by this woman. It's a good thing we found out yesterday. Hey, Tenma, what? You don't get too carried away, okay? Yeah. Don't ever use words like used goods or leftovers again. All of Senior Ruri's past experiences have shaped who she is today. A boiling rage welled up from the depths of my stomach. This is what it means to finally lose your patience. What are you getting so worked up about? If she was hiding it from us, it must mean those experiences were no good. I said something similar yesterday, but everyone's past is different, and it's their choice whether or not to share it. It's pathetic to make assumptions and then belittle someone based on them. It's because of prejudiced people like you that others feel unnecessarily ashamed. That's not true. My way of thinking is normal. Hey, everyone else thinks so too.
Senior Tenma, you're disgusting.
Huh?
I was surprised to learn that Senior Ruri has a child, but I don't think it's something to criticize her for. Actually, Senior Tenma, are you expecting a 32-year-old woman to be pure and innocent? Honestly, I'm disgusted.
You were going on about how much you liked Senior Ruri, and now you're complaining about her past? You're so petty.
What's with you guys ganging up on me? Tenma grumbled, then scoffed and went to the restroom.
I'm sorry, I've ruined the mood for everyone. And I'm sorry for keeping it a secret. Deep down, I was afraid of being judged. But I also didn't want to be pitied.
It's okay, we all understand. We don't judge you. Pity you? Oh, don't be ridiculous. It would be presumptuous of us to pity Senior Ruri.
One of the junior employees' comments caused a burst of laughter. and Senior Ruri's expression relaxed. Meanwhile, Tenma returned from the restroom and moved his seat next to the department head. It's typical of Tenma to suck up to superiors who seem like they might benefit him. Department head, let me pour you another beer. Here you go, take a big gulp. By the way, department head, what are your thoughts on marriage? He's trying to curry favor and gain an advantage behind the scenes.
It would be ideal to build a family where you always feel happy. Reality often doesn't work out that way. But overcoming those ups and downs together, having a partner like that by your side is invaluable in life.
Exactly. Divorcing a partner like that is totally unthinkable. Used goods. Single mothers must have gotten divorced because they had problems, right? Marrying a woman like that is nothing but a risk, so it's a definite no-go. Tenma apparently thought he'd get agreement with his opinion, judging by the way the department head was talking. But
I overheard the nonsense you were spouting at the other table, Tenma.
Huh? Tenma realized his prediction was wrong at the department head's cold voice.
Tenma, do you know that I'm married?
Yes, of course. And your children are adults, right?
Yes, that's to my current wife. My children have grown up well. I'm truly grateful to her for her support, and I'm happier now than ever.
Is that so? She must be a wonderful wife.
Yes, she's a precious partner. I couldn't ask for more. But about my wife. She was originally a single mother, and she worked hard for her young child.
Yes, the department head's wife was a single mother, and her situation was similar to Senior Ruri's. When Senior Ruri confided in him about being a single mother, he listened and responded with empathy.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Well, so the department head's wife remarried?
In Tenma's words, that would make her used woman, wouldn't it?
That's not what I meant, department head. What I said earlier was just a figure of speech. I wasn't trying to insult your wife. I was just stating my opinion.
So your opinion is insulting my wife, and all single mothers in general. Stop making pathetic excuses. I'm not saying there aren't women who become single mothers for the reasons you think, but every single mother in the world has her own circumstances that led her down that path. There are many who have lost their spouses to death, or who divorced because of problems with their spouse. And they are all wonderful people who work hard to raise their children, and face them head on, despite the difficult situations. It's prejudice to assume that all single mothers are problematic.
Perhaps he finally understood the department head's anger. Tenma, seemingly realizing something, began to yell at the department head. You're not going to lower my evaluation out of spite, are you? If you do, I'll sue you for harassment.
Don't underestimate me. I wouldn't resort to cornering you with personal feelings. However, your remarks damaged Ruri's dignity. This is grounds for disciplinary action. Though, your evaluation was already abysmal to begin with, Tenma.
Abysmal? Why? I'm a perfect employee who finishes my work so I don't have to work overtime.
That's because we can't trust you with enough work to require overtime. You make so many mistakes that we have to distribute the work you should have been doing equally among other employees. Kujo, in particular, often volunteers to take on more work, which is why he sometimes ends up working overtime.
Yes. The reason Tenma could go home on time while I had to work overtime was because he was so incompetent at his job. The department head had repeatedly told Tenma about this, but Tenma's memory must have conveniently rewritten itself.
You're beyond help in our department. And considering this incident, you'd better be prepared for what's coming.
Do you mean a personnel transfer has already been decided?
Who knows? I can't say anything.
Such a...
Hey, Tenma.
Just then, Senior Ruri, who was getting ready to leave, called out from behind. She looked directly at him as he sat there.
You're free to think whatever you want about single mothers. I also used to be afraid of being judged by others. But my daughter, everyone's words today, and Kujo's presence made me realize something. I'm proud of the way I live my life, no matter what anyone thinks. So I don't give a damn what someone like you says.
Ugh, damn it.
Department head, I should get going now. My daughter's waiting for me.
Thank you for coming today. The company will support you as much as possible, so don't hesitate to consult us if you have any problems. Take care.
Yes, thank you. You too.
Surrounded by kind faces, Senior Ruri smiled softly and happily, bowed, and then left to return to her precious family. Afterward, Tenma received a transfer order to a less desirable department. Rumors of his past behavior had spread throughout the company, making it impossible for him to transfer to another department.
I heard he called a single mother used goods.
And her husband passed away too? That's messed up. I'm staying away from him. Damn it. I didn't know that. Not knowing isn't an excuse for belittling someone. It was a demotion in all but name. In the end, Tenma submitted his resignation and left the company. Unable to find a job in his desired field, Tenma continued to lose confidence and become a recluse. Where did I go wrong? With no one to help him, it will likely take a long time for him to reintegrate into society. And as for us,
So, I'm going shopping with my classmates next week.
Kanata started 5th grade in April, and her school refusal was completely solved. She seems to enjoy school, and when the three of us meet, she often talks about her school and her friends like this. Senior Ruri's worries seem to have disappeared, and she's become brighter at work.
So, when are you two getting married?
Kanata, don't say things like that. You'll embarrass Haruki.
Yeah, when should we do it?
Haruki, don't encourage her.
Yes, Senior Ruri and I, or rather Ichika and I, started dating after the new year. Our colleagues have said they definitely want to attend the wedding. But we'll proceed at our own pace. Even if you become a minority in society, there's no need to belittle yourself. You should hold your head high and be proud of who you are, without worrying about what others think.
Mom, your face is red. You're blushing.
You'll experience the same thing someday, Kanata.
Because you are who you are. Even if people say things, maybe it's best to just feel a little sorry for them and their narrow-mindedness.